Back to the grind with the only free MMA channel that fucking matters, full-time MMA. And I'm pretty sure I'm done with all the caught up on all the MMA coverage, so it's time to get to some Mac May coverage. Fuck you mean, dude? And yes, I said Mac May, not May Mac, because Conor McGregor should be the A side, because Conor McGregor's not knee-deep in fucking tax debt. Fuck you mean? With that being said, let's see what one of Floyd Mayweather's Juiceheads had to say about Conor McGregor calling them Juiceheads, which they probably fucking are. So, this is what he had to say. In Brooklyn, basically Floyd said point to the easy work, and we pointed at Conor, and he started saying that tap out stuff. I think it was starting to get to Conor, so he kind of drew his attention to that, and he looked over at me and the other guy, Jizzy Mac, and he said, look at these two juice heads. Hey, when Conor said that shit, it was funny, it was on point. The Juicehead continues. He says, so I guess at that point he probably had enough of Floyd, so he had to go at me. He looked at me and he said, look at these two juice heads. And Floyd said, I can't remember what Floyd said after that. Floyd said something after that. It was probably whack, whatever Floyd said. You can't remember it because he probably fucking made you cringe and you don't want to repeat it. Anyways, he continues. So I think he walked away for a bit, and then he came back and said some stuff to me like, you're on juice. And I told him right there. I said, no, never. I'm not. I said, I'll do a USADA test right now, and I'll bet you $100,000 that I'm not. And he said, yeah, right, yeah, right. And he said, I'll take it right now. I'll take the blood right after the show. That's what Floyd Mayweather's Juicehead Bodyguard had to say. And if he thinks anybody's gonna believe that shit, he needs to fucking slap himself, because you better go. You said you had 100,000 to bet. Why don't you just take about 10,000 of that 100,000 and go get yourself a fucking USADA test, completely independent with no bet, and just show the world. Put that shit up on some social media or something. Tell Floyd to repost that shit for you. Go ahead and go to USADA, knock on USADA's doors with 10 racks and tell them, hey, I'll give y'all $10,000 if you just prove to the world that I'm not a cheater, that I don't have I'm not on juice, I'm not a juice head. I guarantee you can get a USADA test done on yourself for $10,000, dude. So, instead of talking about betting 100,000, why don't you just take a little bit of that, buddy, and go get you your own test and prove the shit, because I don't believe you. Screenshot or it didn't happen, fuck boy. And fucking, yo, full Voltron. You gonna tell me you ain't on some juice and you signed up to do some shit like that? You gonna tell me you ain't on steroids and you gonna sign up to do some Voltron Power Ranger bullshit, as the bull Conor McGregor Mystic Max said? Fuck out of here. I ain't hearing nothing these fucking clown security guards are saying, talking about. And that's why one of them got fucking hit by a car whenever Conor McGregor's fans were swarming that shit. Fuck you mean? I'm gonna do that on a whole different video, because that shit was funny. I don't know if I can actually put the video up. I'll have to look into it, but it was funny. If anything, I'll link it. But with that being said, man, it is what it is. I ain't going too far on this topic right here. Floyd Mayweather's bodyguard saying he's not on juice. He's saying he'll do a USADA test, and I'm saying it's bullshit, most likely. So, it is what it is. Let the hitters know what the fuck you think about these juice heads denying the juice in the comments. Dude. What's red and smells like blue paint? Red paint.